Good morning, Tamina Khan is here in TKMaths is fun. In today's video, we will see two questions on the topic graphical representation of inequality. This is a part of the syllabus of O-level mathematics. And for the rest of the videos, you can refer my website and my blog address. So let's see what is the requirement of the syllabus. So you just have to represent linear inequality graphically. Now, this seems not clear to students when they just read it. So through two examples and more examples, we will understand the requirement within it, right? Before I start the question, let me show you a picture or image from my website. What I have done here under the heading of challenging question, I have put down all the topics of the syllabus. And if you just click on any topic, you will see the videos attached on it. And it will give you a very quick revision and recap of the topics of the syllabus. Similarly, on my blog address, I have done the same thing. I have put the heading and the videos within that heading. So both are good resources for revision. Now let's see the question here. In this question, it is said that region R is bounded by these lines. You can see very clearly. Sometimes it is not highlighted, so you have to see yourself. But in any case, it is very simple. Write down the coordinates of the midpoint of AB. Now this is your line AB and you have to find out the midpoint. Now usually what comes in a student mind is to apply the midpoint formula, which is x1 plus x2 divided by 2, comma y1 plus y2 divided by 2. I'm sure you remember this formula. This is the midpoint formula. Now, when they think of this formula, of course, through the graph, from the graph, they just pick up the coordinates of A and B. Coordinate A is 0, 5 and B is 3, 8. And they apply the midpoint formula. Let me show you. I have done here for you to show you. So after applying the formula on this point, they easily find out the midpoint. But the quick way to do it is that you try to get the values from the graph. Now, if you see in this graph, this is your point A and this is your point B, right? So in this graph, if I see the x coordinates, at this end it is 0 and at this end it is 3. So what is the mid value of 0 and 3? It is 1.5, right? It is 1.5. Whereas if you see along the vertical axis here, the lower point is 5 and other point is 8. So the midpoint of 8 and 5 is what? 6.5. So very quickly from the graph, you can find out that the midpoint of AB is 1.5, 6.5. So when the graph is given to you, you can solve such question without applying the formula. Now, before we do the second part of the question, which is saying find out the other three inequalities, which are the lines which are covering the region, you need to go or recall the concept here. Let's see what is the concept. If you remember, when the line is slant in this direction, the above region is represented by greater than equals to. If you can find the equation of the line, right? We know for horizontal and vertical, the equations of the line. In case of slant line, you will have this type of equation. So above region is always represented by greater than in both the cases. You can see for this line, above region is greater than equal to. For this line, above region is greater than equals to. Equal to comes if the line is solid. If you see in this question, all the lines are solid. You can see this line, this line, this line, and this line. They're all solid lines. So we will use greater than equal to symbol or less than equals to according to requirement. So the below region is represented by less than equal to in both the cases, below region. If line is horizontal, below is less than equal to and above is greater than equal to. If line is vertical, right hand side is greater than equal to, left hand side is less than equal to. So you have to remember this region. It saves your time to figure it out. Otherwise, you have to figure it out by substituting point, which is little lengthy method, right? So now if we see the lines, now AD, let me go back here and explain it to you. For example, if I see the line AD is basically the y-axis. Equation of this line is x equals to 0. And the region R is on the right hand side of it. So you will use the symbol greater than equal to. For this line DC, which is passing through 4, equation of the line is y equals to 4. Region R is above it, so it is greater than equal to. For this line CB, which is passing through 3, it is x equals to 3. And the region R is on the left side, so it will be x less than equal to 3. This line is already given to you. How do we know? Because if we compare it with the standard line equation, the C is 5 here, which represents y-intercept. So that's why we know it is this line. So now we have just identified the lines, and you can simply write down their names and write down the inequalities along. It is always easy or the best way to write it in the equation form and then put the inequality considering these regions, right? So I hope this is clear to you. Let's see the next question. The first part of this question is same, but the second part is very interesting. Now the difference here is all the lines are dotted. It means equal to symbol will not come. Point cannot be on the line. It is inside the line, inside the region, right? Not on the boundary. So that's why equal to symbol is not here. You see, this equal to symbol is not here. It's only greater than or less than. So if we see this equation, because region is bounded by 3 lines, right? This line is y equals to 12. Now if you see, it is below, the region is below, so it will be y is less than 12. If you see this vertical line, it is x equals to 2, and the required region is on the right hand side, so it is greater than 2. And this one, how will you find the equation of this line? This is slant line, so equation of the line will be y is equals to mx plus c, right? And c will be my y-intercept, which is 0 in this case. So c will be 0. What about m? How will I find m? You know, m is gradient. In this case, it is simple. If you can figure it out just by seeing it, it's fine. Otherwise, you apply the formula. Just pick up any 2 points on this line. For example, I pick up 1.0, 0, and the other point on this line, I pick up 2, 4, and I apply gradient formula. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So gradient is 2. So my m is 2. So equation of this line will be y is equals to 2x. The required region is above it, so it will be greater than 2x. So this is how you have identified 3 inequalities very quickly. So you can mention here. Okay, I have just done it neatly here. Now the next part, which is very interesting in this question, is they say there is a point CD. Now C is your x coordinate and D is your y coordinate of the point. And these are integers. And they are inside the region R. Find out the maximum value of C plus D. And find out the point D, the point in which D is 3 times of C. Now this is your D and this is your C. It means y coordinate is 3 times of x coordinate. The interesting thing is we have to find out the points inside the region. Now, whenever the question comes of maximum value or minimum value, the common understanding is the point must be on the vertices of the region. Now this region has 3 vertices, which I have highlighted with the blue dots. Now if I see these points are basically what? 2, 4, 2, 12, 6, 12. But these points are not included. These vertices are not included because the lines are dotted. So points are not existing on the line. They're somewhere inside. So I will write down all the points which are here inside the region. But important thing is they are integers. Now here the trick is along the x-axis, if you see, the integers are on the lines like 2, 3, 4, 5. in between it is decimal. Whereas on the y-axis, if you see, the in between is also integer. Like this is 5, this is 7, this is 9, this is 11. So that's why I've highlighted all the points here. If you go from here, I can't go from here because it will be 2.5 and 2.5 is not an integer. So I have to be on these lines. But from here, I will pick up the central values as well. So if you see from here, this point is 3,5. Sorry, 3,7, 3,8, 3,9. So I'm picking up values. So this is the trick, right? So you have to be very careful. So after listing down all the points, now you see out of these points, which one, if you add up x and y coordinates, give you the maximum value. So we figure it out, it is 5, 11, which is 16. Next part of the question was saying, find out D such that D is 3 times of C. Now the given point was C, D. Now see out of all these points, in which one this is 3 times of this one. Right, I'm repeating, this y coordinate is 3 times of x coordinate. Very good, it is this point because 9 is 3 times of 3. So the value of D is 9. So you can easily tell here that the value of D is 9. So thank you very much for watching this video. Please press like and subscribe button and share it with your friends. Take care. Bye.